We're gonna go sign some papers. We're gonna get you a house with a yard. Are you ready?
This is the renovation loan agreement. Just want to verify.
Yay! We have a house, puppers! Hello?
Hi, yeah, we spoke last week. I gave you a quote, and I was just checking in to see if you had any questions or if you were still being movers.
Yes, thank you very much for checking in. I am all set. I will not be moving forward with the quote.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I appreciate you for thinking of us.
Yep, no problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Are you eating the deck? I'm Lauren. I am an international music educator turned instructional designer who just bought a house. I finished my master's degree, decided to stay in Colorado. I bought land right next to my sister down in southern Colorado, down in Westcliff. I thought I was going to build a house, and that was the plan up until I realized I should probably learn some renovation skills first. So I started looking for a house back in December when I realized it was time financially for me to be able to afford it. It was going to work out. And I found this gem of a house. And I have no renovation skills, previous skills. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I do have access to YouTube and the internet and a really great support system of family and friends that will be helping. Because this house has been empty for a while, let's go burn some sage, cleanse this bitch. Let's go. So I have 1 month to get as much renovating done as possible. The catch is, again, I can't do anything like tile work, flooring, mudding, or taping of drywall until foundation is done and settled. So I have this very strict deadline to get all the areas prepared for the foundation folks to come in. Then they're going to be here for like 2 or 3 weeks max. Then after that, I will move in and I can start doing tiling, flooring, all that, all the fun cosmetic stuff that really makes a space pop. Can I help you? So, lots to do. Got to break down these mattresses, rip up this carpet, have to pull down some wainscoting down in the front living room and dining room. Gonna have to primer over that deep dark red color on the bottom half of the walls, clean up the walls, fill in a lot of holes because the previous owners hung a lot of things, and then start painting. So lots to do and time to get cracking. So you may be asking, how does an instructional designer, someone who was previously a teacher, afford a house? Well, let's go through some numbers. The house was purchased for $360,000. I paid $360,000 plus wrapped in $100,000 for a renovation loan for that foundation. So my mortgage is $460,000 and some change. The appraised value after repair appraisal came in at $586,000. So once I got that appraisal report, that's what told me it was a financially sound decision. But Lauren, how did you afford the down payment for that? I only needed 3%. I had that 3% of $460,000, so about $25,000 saved up. From when I was living full-time in an RV. I was working 2 full-time instructional design jobs. Neither job knew that I was working another job. I no longer work for either of those companies, so I can say this freely and willingly. I was making a lot of money, and my expenses were really low because I was living in an RV, so I wasn't paying rent. I was paying for an RV resort site, which could be, it was anywhere from like $600 to $1,000 a month, so that was my rent. I had like no utilities, just paid for food. I had my gym equipment that I brought with me. So expenses were really low, and that allowed me to save. And then I invested. I was a good investor. I put a lot of money into the S&P and then let it sit there for not a super long time. That was only back in 2022, so just a couple years. But that's what allowed me to save up for that down payment. I completely credit this to me downsizing into an RV and then working my ass off, working 2 full-time jobs. So I hope you can follow along on this journey while I renovate this house and then learn those important skills, valuable skills that will help me build my dream home in 2 or 3 years.